Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And this is going to be a vlog. I'm going to go out on my bike and take some photographs because I'm going to have to go out and get some exercise. So I'm going to go out on my bike, see what I can get. Now, I haven't ridden my bike for such a long time. It doesn't work properly, but we'll still give it a go. A little bit of greasing, a little bit of WD-40, that'll do the trick. A little bit down there. Woohoo! I'm puffed out. Bit of exercise, being stuck indoors all the time. So I've come out to the country park on my bike, take a few pics, and there's a nice stream here. I'll take a couple of pictures of that. Now I'm not going to be flash with the OM20 or try and meter up and all that stuff. I'm just going to stick it on auto, you know, and enjoy the photography. Sometimes it's nice to not worry about metering, etc, etc, and just rely on your camera's auto settings just for a bit of fun, you know. So that's what I'm going to do, just leave the Olympus OM20 in auto mode. I'm puffed out. I need to get on my bike more. Now I've got the GoPro strapped to the bike. that's going to be my stabiliser. Let's lift the bike up and show you what I'm going to shoot. There you go. People think I'm throwing my bike in the river. Right, oh boy, if you could see this, I've got the bike suspended over a railing. That's what I'm going to be taking a few photographs off this little stream, and it goes over that way. I'm on a little bridge at the moment, so there's some nice opportunities here. Let's have a go. I don't think many people come to this part, but what a mess. I'll show you. Look, some old paint pot someone's thrown. Look over here, there's a beer bottle sitting in there. This stream looks like someone's been throwing up in it all day. Another beer bottle there, look. Just thrown in there. There's a can of Stella Artois, old can of Fanta floating around. It's a shame, this is meant to be a nice little nature walk, and there's people's shit thrown in. There's not much to take pictures of here. It's not work, isn't it? All this cycling business. I'll show you my bike, it's a bit shagged. I only got 3 gears, it's meant to be a 28 gear bike, I think. The other gear's broken, so I've only got the 3 main ones on the front cog. And even their teeth are broken as well. So I'm having a bit of trouble. Cycling with it. It's 15 years old though, so what do you expect? It's been in the garage, and I used to go out cycling quite a lot when I was sort of a couple of years ago, when I was in my early 30s, you know. I've had to get off and walk. Knackered. Wow. How the hell did I end up in a caravan park? I was meant to have been on a cycle path. Okay. Shit. Yeah. That's crazy. I've ended up at a fucking train station. But I'm going to take a picture of the whole telephone box. Look at that. Well, F4 should do it. I don't know how I've ended up here. I know where I am, but well, weird. I'm gonna take some pictures, might as well not waste any time. There's no trains running. This is it's like a ghost town. I'm gonna sit down, have a drink and eat my bacon crisps. I was going to eat my crisps, but there's a food bank here, so I'm going to put my crisps in there. Someone might want them more than me. Now, I know what you're thinking, am I stupid enough to try this? Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't 12 anymore. When I was 12 I might have done that. Oh boy, let's have a look down here. So, I'm walking back home now, just walked through the village, just walking up these country lanes. I'm walking the bike, the front tyre's starting to go flat, and the crank keeps slipping. I nearly fell off twice, where the crank just keeps got missing teeth, so it's pretty tricky to ride, but I quite enjoyed it anyway. Bit of exercise, taking a few photographs, getting out of the house. It was quite nice. I'm going to go back and develop this film, this Silberra 200. I'll show you my development process when I get back. It's George. Hey, hey, Georgie. Georgie. There you go. Yes, head's home. Oh, where are you going? Georgie. Hey, hello, mate. So I'm back in the darkroom now. I've eventually got my cup of coffee. We went out and got some bits from a local warehouse, relatively cheap, potatoes, carrots and bread and stuff like that, just for people that might be finding it difficult at this time to get some food and stuff. So Emma and Jess have bagged it all up. Good idea really. We're just going to put it out there and you know, deliver it to people, the elderly and our families that need food at this time. So you know, that sort of pulled at my heartstrings a little bit, watching people at that food bank. You know, until you see that, you don't realise what's going on out there. But thanks to YouTube, I've put my the small amount that I get through the advertising on the videos into that. So if it helps, I'm sure it will. What can you do? Anyway, I'm going to develop this film. There it is, inside the Olympus still. I only used about 20, I think 25 or 26 shots, so maybe a little bit more, but I'm going to rip it out now. There's no point in me running around trying to take photographs of stuff that's I've done my job, done what I wanted to do, went out for a cycle and took some photos. So let's get this Silberra film out and into the tanks. I'll show you my development setup and a couple of experiments along the way. So there's the camera. I haven't taken the film out yet, but when I do, obviously in the dark, I'm going to turn all the lights off in a moment. I'll be putting it onto this spiral here. I've got plenty of these. This one's quite dirty, but I use it all the time. It just works, you know. Other spirals can get a little bit stuck. These are the plastic ones. I've never used the steel ones. I've got quite a few of these, but this is my favourite spiral, so I'm going to be using that spiral. That's my developing tank there. That holds around about 600 ml of water, or chemical I should say. That's the middle part that goes in like so. Once you've loaded your film, and then you pop that inside there, pop the lid on, and you pour your chemicals down into there, and that's totally light safe. You can hear the tractor still going on outside. So for now, let's get this back out. Chemical side of things, I've got 1 part XTOL to 1 part water. This is 600ml, so I've got 300ml of XTOL, 300ml of water. This is a stop bath. This is brand new. It's freshly mixed, I would say. And the stop bath that I always use, recently anyway, is this Odorless stop bath SB50, and it's also got an indicator as well, so it goes purple when it's pretty much exhausted. And I exhausted some the other day. It didn't go purple, but it went clear. It should be this yellow colour. Remember the knit nurse at school when she used to come round and check your hair for nits with that metal comb, that yellow stuff. Probably wasn't stop bath, but anyway, that's the colour of it. This is a fixer. That's the fixer I use, which is Photospeed's rapid fixer, and that's 1 part to 9. So I've got 600ml or 700ml fixer actually, 600ml stop, 600ml developer. Before I do that, let's get the film out of the camera. Oh, nudge the GoPro with this Olympus OM20. Just got to turn that little bit there, like so, and that's released the film. And then I just wind it back, and I wait for a click. When I hear that click, the film's come off the spool. There it goes. Okay, that's the click. Take it out. And that's the Silberra 200 film there. It's a very thin film, so probably with this light, this video light, it might be seeping underneath. But it's a very flimsy base, this film. It's quite tricky to load, and it's green as well. Look at that. So yeah, a green film. Let's get this onto the spiral, get it into the tank, and I'll show you some fixing experiments. Blimey, so I had a right old fight with that film trying to get it onto the spool. It's so thin, it was just getting itself caught and tangled on the spool itself. So I managed to get that much on in the end and cut this part off. You can see where it's been bulk loaded onto these rolls from another film, you see. But we're going to use this in fixer, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So this is brand new fixer, and this fixer here is February. I've really caned this fixer. I'm not expecting it to work. So this is old fixer. It should be exhausted, and I've used it in printing and film as well. So I'll put the two in, and we'll just see if the old fixer still works. Not that I'm going to use it, just a muck around really. So it was after about 5 minutes, both of them. You can't really see, but this is the old fixer, this is the new fixer. The old fixer's still working. How about that? And that's February, that's dated February, that old fixer. It's so clear you can't even see. New, old. So I'm trying to figure out how to develop this film. On a massive dev chart it just says XTOL stock 8.5 minutes, and on the Silberra website it also says stock 8.5 minutes. There's nothing about it for 1 part to 1 part. So Kodak D76, it reckons 6 minutes at stock, 12 minutes at 1 part to 1 part. I'm going to go for 12 minutes at 1 part to 1 part and see how we get on. In goes the developer. So this is Photospeed rinse aid, just a couple of drops. It's all fixed and now and washed. That'll do. And it's just time to rinse it with, or soak it in rinse aid. And I'll tell you what, guys, I haven't got any hope for this film. I wasn't sure how to develop it. It said 8 minutes at stock, but nothing for 1 part to 1 part. When I looked at D76 on their information, it basically said if you're going to 1 part mix it, double the time. I thought that was a bit crazy, but I stuck a leader inside developer, 1 part to 1 part, and that was for about 12 minutes. That should be jet black. That's fixed as well, but it's not. So I'm not sure whether this film's going to be a waste of time. Whoa! Oh, I've got some pictures. That's good news. Christ, this stuff's really thin, but oh, they ain't too bad. I'm impressed with those. Oh, bonza! Right, I'll hang that. Oh, I'm so happy. I really thought I was gonna. This film was ruined. I thought I'd underdeveloped it. Oh, that's really pleased me. Right, I'm gonna hang this out to dry. That's been quite an eventful afternoon. I wanted to take pictures. I went out on my bike to get some exercise. You know, for once I went on my bike with my camera, and went off and took photographs of whatever I saw, you know, around me at the time. Come back, done a development process. Quite happy with that. That film's drying at the moment. And like you saw in between, when I was at that train station, I saw that tiny little food bank, and people coming along and taking the food off of it. And when I got back, I was telling my wife, and we went down to the wholesalers and bought a load of stuff. And we made up 6 bags of carrots, potatoes, some orange juice, and some other bits and bobs, and we put it out on Facebook locally for people. And the response was quite. There was quite a lot of response coming through, you know. So those images you just saw were scans using the Kenro scanner that I bought. It's a cheap and cheerful scanner. I only ever use it for referencing. As most of you know, I'm always in the darkroom, but I just didn't fancy getting in the darkroom this time and wasting any paper on those photographs. You know, the reason I went out was to get some exercise, get on my bike, and just enjoy myself shooting some film, shooting the Silberra 200 film, which came out all right. The negatives, I was really surprised. And I love shooting this Olympus OM20 as well. I just stuck it in auto mode. I didn't want to think. I just wanted to go out and enjoy myself and take a few snaps. And that's what I did. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There's a couple more videos over there if you want to bang on them and have a little look. Thanks to all the subscribers, the people that like my videos, people that comment as well. And if you've got anything to say about the Silberra 200 film and how you develop it, let us know. I'd love to read it in the comments. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.